All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the next episode of the Gameacologist. I'm John, and I'm here with Ed. We have Kyle, who just got up and walked away from his computer, and we
Again.
have the masturbating maniac Matt is joining us once again.
You're running out of them, John.
I'm not running out of
Masturbating
them. I'll
Yes,
never
you
maniac.
stop.
are.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You should have said Eminem Matt, or you could have done Mr.
But
M
see, then
Matt.
that sounds like someone we actually care about is Eminem.
Ah,
I gotta move away from master.
Yeah.
But anyway, before we get into today's topic, I had an interesting gaming related story I wanted to share with you guys. I already told Matt this, but so I've mentioned before I have my Super Nintendo Classic Edition that I have hacked and put a bunch of games on.
I was
One,
there when you did that.
yeah, you were. One of those was Pokemon Crystal, and
Nice,
I've
nice.
started actually playing it. And one thing I noticed immediately, so the game has an internal clock, and in the original version, the cartridge has a battery. So when the game's turned off, it keeps track of what time it actually is after you set it. But since
yup.
I'm playing it on an emulator, it doesn't do that. So I set it. I think I started playing it at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and it only keeps track of time whenever I have the game on. So essentially, I'm playing Pokemon in like 30 days of night mode. So it's night.
Nice.
It's I'm on like the third gym, and it's still nighttime. Like it won't. Which
Nice.
I mean, it kind of sucks that like there's different Pokemon that appear during the day and during the night, and that kind of sucks, but not really a deal breaker. The only thing I've noticed so far that kind of sucks is I get to I think the guy's name is Kurt. He makes custom Pokeballs with the different apricorns or apricots, whatever they are,
Yeah, yeah.
and he's like, "Oh yeah, it'll take you come back in a couple of days," and I'm like, "Hmm."
You can change the time.
Yeah, but the thing you have to go back to the first town, and I'm not going to do that until I get Fly. Because I mean, I could just walk all the way back there, but I'm not going to do that. But
I don't blame you.
I
Just get a
thought
Pidgey and exclusively battle
I
the Pidgey until you get Fly.
Fly's an
It'll take
HM.
that long.
Yeah, it
Fly's
doesn't
an
require them
HM.
flying.
Fly's an HM. You have to actually
Yeah.
acquire the item that teaches you Fly, and beat the gym that lets you use Fly
Wait,
outside of
time out.
battle.
Time out. I believe you, but also I played Pokemon games where Pidgey just learns Fly.
That's not a thing.
That is not.
Anyway,
Let's find
I
out.
thought that
Google!
was I thought that was a fun and interesting thing. But today we are going to be discussing character development and different traits people use in storytelling to
Hey,
build characters and create character development. What, Matt?
John, why don't you tell them of how you wrote this episode?
Well, that was supposed to be a fucking secret. But
You
yeah,
told me.
yeah. No,
You use
I
ChatGPT.
not well, I mean, is it ChatGPT? I went on Google and I was trying to look up different techniques writers use in character development, and it just made a list of everything
Yeah,
I would need for this episode. It
Uh,
just kind
oh,
of
Google AI. Yeah, it
yeah,
yeah.
does
it
that.
just made and I felt kind of dirty.
Google
Well,
AI.
here's
Google AI has cheapened Google search.
yeah. I like when John told me he started writing the episode. I went and I looked. I was like, oh, maybe I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna see what I can add and things like that. And I look at it. I'm like, holy shit, this is really well thought out and really detailed. And John's like, yeah, I cheated and use AI.
He's like, this is done really well. I'm like, because it's AI.
In a way, you didn't cheat because the AI should have just said like, "Here you go."
Pretty
Like
much, yeah.
Google AI, even if you don't ask it, it'll automatically generate a brief summary of whatever it is you're searching for, like whether you want it or not. It's like shoving it down your throat. So if anything, it forced itself onto you, John. So you're the victim.
Yeah, I am the
Yeah, John's
victim.
the victim of the Terminator.
Yeah, it forced itself onto you.
So basically, I have a bunch of different techniques people use in stories for character development, and I would like to go through each of them with you guys, and we can talk about how they relate to different video games. And we could start with
Okay.
the first one, building a believable character. This involves crafting a character with a unique personality, clear motivations, and a compelling backstory. Does anybody have a good? I mean, I know that's a very broad.
I got one
Doom.
Deacon St. John. Like as
Okay.
far as like a compelling character with a clear motive and a compelling backstory. Like his motive is to like survive and find his wife.
Yeah, he's got all
And
those flashbacks showing
yeah,
him and his wife and the things that happened.
and everything that led up to like their separation due to like the outbreak
Well,
and the
spoilers.
freaks. Oh yeah, like I'm spoiling what, a 10 to 15 year old game
Hey,
at
it
this
got a
point.
remaster recently. All right.
Almost everything's getting a remaster right
I
now.
know. Except the games we want.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you want to, like, when I think like of an interesting character, Deacon St. John usually stands out because,
He's from Days Gone, by the way, for anybody who doesn't know.
yeah, that game got a lot of flack for when it came out, but then like when people actually sat down and played it and got to, you know the character, and I think that's like a lot of the strength of that game is the main character. It keeps you invested throughout the whole entire game.
Okay, what about you, Ed?
I was gonna say Blazkowicz from Wolfenstein.
Which
Uh,
version?
all of them actually, including the one where he gets his head chopped off. Spoiler:
Yeah.
he gets his head chopped off in one. The reason I picked Blazkowicz is because there's no more compelling story than going up against the Nazis, and he puts himself at the head of the line at every given game. Granted, he's the main character, but on top of
Literally.
that, his motivation constantly changing between different games as his character is also growing. For instance, the first game is just straight up: you're a soldier, you're assigned this mission, do it. Then you move on and you develop characters on top of him, basically adding friends, family, what have you. And then your new motive for it is to keep them safe and basically make sure that this looming threat doesn't destroy the world that you've started to build. And then as the story progresses, you finally get a family with kids and all that. And then his new motivation is protect his family. So in my part, he got almost every trope that is out there to build a character's development in a span of 4 games, which to me was pretty good. It was done pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the Wolfenstein series. My girlfriend doesn't like when I play it because it's very violent for her.
No, they're super
It
fucked up.
makes
They're
It's
fun.
very
it makes
violent.
I mean, compared to Doom, it's pretty tamed.
No, she loves watching Doom. Doom is fine.
What?
Yeah.
Let me
So
eviscerate
she's
these
okay with
demons.
killing demons, but
Well, I
not
mean, she
Nazis.
doesn't like gore in general. I'm not gonna lie, but like she's
Okay.
more okay with watching me play Doom
No,
than Wolfenstein.
my wife loves the Wolfenstein games so much that she
Yeah,
got the collection on
nice.
the four, and she's played them all except the one where you play as the two daughters. We haven't
No, I
played
don't
that
like
one
that
yet.
one very much.
I heard it didn't do so well, but she
It's
loves
not
the story.
terrible, but
Mhm,
like from what me and my friend played, it wasn't a lot. But when
mhm.
you're leveling up skills, there's two different skills you can get. One for like breaking through stuff, and then another one. I don't remember
Yeah,
what it
because
is.
you're on a giant robot most of the time, right?
No, you get the ability to like kind of take them over, but like that's not like the
There
main
you go.
thing.
Okay. Yeah,
But
I know there was a
it's
VR version where you are on the
oh
giant
yeah,
robot and you're just
yeah.
laying waste to everything.
Yeah, that's not this one. This one is
No,
just
yeah.
you're playing as daughters. And
Mhm.
I didn't like what I didn't like about that was like for the exploration stuff, you have the option to like break the stuff open. It's like or lock picking or something. I don't think it's lock picking. There's two options, and no matter what you pick, both sisters get both options.
Oh, that's kind of lame.
Yeah, so it's like
Yeah, why bother?
why even have different things? Just give them one, and then it's fine.
Yeah, you're good.
But yeah, but I didn't play that much. The game could be fucking epic. I have no idea.
Yeah. All
I
I
would.
know is that the original all the Wolfensteins that involve Blazkowicz, those are all pretty good. It's in the stories that the growth for him in each game was very well done. Like
Yeah,
his character development in each game is very well done because he does get a little. He starts out pretty shy in the first game, and then
sure.
he starts getting more and more abrasive as the
Yeah.
story progresses in each game. Like to the point where he's just swearing and drinking
Well,
and
taking a bunch of shrapnel to the back of the
yeah,
head
it's
will
taking
do
and
that.
getting his head cut off.
Yeah, yeah,
I would say that the I've only played Wolfenstein and Wolfenstein 2. I didn't play Old Blood or whatever the spin-offs were. And I would
the
say
New Order and the New Colossus.
yeah,
Yeah,
I've only played those two. I would say that those two games are like yes, the new Doom games are really brutal and really violent, but those Wolfenstein games are far and above much more violent and more brutal than Doom games. Like it's not even a question. Like, there's the sexual themes at the beginning of Wolfenstein 2. The guy's
Yeah,
dad ties his hands up and tries to force him to shoot his dog. Like to say
yeah,
one is I can absolutely see how someone would not have a problem with Doom, but have a
yeah.
huge problem with Wolfenstein.
Oh
Like
yeah.
it's way more fucked up.
that's my pick. Good old
It's a solid
Blazkowicz.
pick. Blazkowicz was good.
Yeah,
Good old Blazkowicz.
I don't think Kyle has done his yet.
I have not. I started, and then Matt took over because he's a bitch.
I'm sorry.
No, I
I'm
just
not
said I just
really.
said a word, and then you just kept talking. It's not. I mean, honestly, I would have to say Doom.
Why is Doom
Obviously.
Guy a
Just
believable character?
just off the top of my head, at least. I mean, so if you go back to the original Doom, he was just a Marine that was told to ordered to fire into a crowd of civilians,
That's
and
true. I
he
remember that.
punched
Yeah.
his commanding officer,
Yeah.
and that's why he's on Mars or whatever, and that's why he's there and murders all the demons, and then he decides to jump into hell just to keep going. And the newer game, fucking The Dark Ages, kind
It's
of. I
supposed
don't
to
know
be
if
a prequel, right?
yeah, it's a prequel to
Yeah.
the Doom 2016.
Yeah, Doom Eternal.
Okay.
But I don't know if they're like retconning stuff. I mean, what I'm trying to say by picking Doom Guy is like
Does he talk in that
he's
one?
just a regular dude. He says like a word.
Oh, okay.
Like
I'm about to say.
like he kind of does an Eternal in the DLCs.
Oh, nice.
Because if you haven't played them, I highly recommend them. But in Doom Eternal, he says like the creator of everything essentially like, don't you have anything to say to your creator before you strike him down? He just says no and kills him.
Nice.
This is
And
Baba Booey.
yeah, I haven't
Baba Booey.
I haven't beaten the Dark Ages, so I don't know the whole thing, but I'm pretty sure he also only says one word. I
Yeah.
don't know, but
Unless he meets the girl from
Animal
the
Crossing.
girl from Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
I forget
Animal
her
Crossing.
name.
Yeah.
Animal
Yeah,
Crossing.
Animal Crossing. Yeah, unless he
Yeah.
sees her.
Yeah,
Annabelle, right?
Annabelle, yeah.
It's
Isabella,
probably
I think.
it's Isabel.
Isabella from
But
Animal
yeah,
Crossing.
isn't she a rabbit? So that's kind of why.
I don't
But
know
it's
what the
like
fuck she is.
can't tell me that like an animal you loved, if like a demon killed it, you wouldn't then go kill all the demons.
Well, look
I'm
at
just
what
saying.
John Wick did. Look
Yeah,
what John
that's what I'm
Wick did.
saying.
So.
That's what I'm saying. Like people
Yeah,
relate to
Had a
that.
demon
People
killed his
relate.
dog, he would have gone to hell
Oh,
and
yeah.
become the new Doom Guy.
Yeah, he would have given Doom Guy a run for his money. But like
Yeah.
that, he's realistic because it's like shit happens to him and he just wants it to end. Like he just wants
Yeah.
this shit to not be happening to anybody else because it's already happened to him.
Oh, so he's taking it upon himself. That's cool.
Yeah, he's like, hey, fuck you guys. Like, I'm killing all the demons.
He jumped into
Like,
hell,
yeah.
died, and then let himself get possessed by a celestial type of alien thing and became super overpowered just to make sure all the demons can die.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
dedication.
And all he
Yeah,
had
and
to
that's
do to
it.
do that
And
was
also,
kill
that's
the
the only
creator.
reason he was. Also, that's the only reason he was able to beat Master Chief. I'm just saying. Just putting it out there.
Oh no, they fought. They fought. He fought Doom 1, Doom
Yeah.
Guy,
Yeah.
and lost.
Well, no, Master Chief beat Doom Guy when he was still human. Then they
No, he didn't.
redid the
Yeah, he did.
redid the
Yeah,
fight.
they did.
It's
then
fake.
they
It's all fake. It's all
No,
fake
they
news.
redid
Your
the
fake
fight,
news.
This
and
is
then
the
they
Fox.
redid the fight between
It
Master
was all
Chief
AI.
with all his current upgrades, and then him versus Doom Slayer. So
You know that's not official.
They're the same guy. They're the same guy.
Yeah,
It's
but
not-
one has superpowers, the other doesn't. So are they really the same guy?
It's
Doesn't
not
need
Kyle.
superpowers.
It's Kyle.
Yeah.
No,
the same guy.
It's Kiel. It's Kiel. Like Kyle and Kiel are two different guys.
Yeah. But
Okay.
no,
I can't.
they're the same guy.
Well, let's go on to the next one.
No.
Oh,
Beat
did you
just like a dead horse.
What was yours, John?
What would
Yeah,
you?
John.
Didn't I have
What
one?
was I don't know.
No.
I don't
You
think so.
didn't
Matt
even do
kinda-
one yet. You
Yeah,
fucking
Matt kinda
Oh
did
shit!
one.
I got so wrapped up in your guys' one
Well, hurry
ones
up.
that Okay, since I've been playing it a lot, I'm gonna go with Lara Croft from the original Tomb Raider
Get
trilogy.
the fuck out of here.
No, you get the fuck out of here. Talk about
I
Doom
just
every
did.
episode. No, that's
John,
right.
when you were saying character development, were you meaning physical development?
No.
Then I would agree with you.
Go ahead.
No, that's actually one of the issues I have with the original trilogy is that like I feel like that game would have sold well without the sex symbolism because those games are really really good, but the
That's how the game got its start, though.
yeah, the issue that I have with it, well, how
John
do I-
doesn't like women.
I didn't say that. What the fuck?
He took it there. He took it there.
No, I think I think that the character traits of Lara Croft are misinterpreted a lot, especially if you look at just the first game, the original Tomb Raider, PS1, PC, I think Sega Saturn back in the day. I would argue that Lara Croft is not the good guy in the story, that there really is no good guy. This lady hires her, doesn't even pay her money. She refuses money. She's a rich Nepo baby who has just millions of dollars and doesn't have to work. So she just goes around hunting for treasure and exploring tombs and stuff. And this woman asks her to, like, hey, go to this place and find this artifact. So she does it, finds the artifact, and the woman goes to kill her and take it, which didn't make any sense because she probably would have just given it to her. She, as Lara Croft, as an act of revenge for the rest of the game, goes after her, finds the rest of this artifact, and kills her. And it turns out that this lady looking for the artifacts was going to bring about like the end of the world. So, like, yes, on paper it looks like Lara Croft is the hero who saved the world, but in reality, all it was you fucked with me, and I'm going to get revenge. And I think that
then
makes her a little bit more human and a little bit more of a believable character because she's
Because
not
she's
just
petty.
yes, she's extremely petty. And she's
Yeah.
not and a lot of people look at that character and think about like the Angelina Jolie or the ones from the remake, which I like the remake games. They're pretty good,
well,
but when I think
Tomb
about the
Raider,
original
Shadow.
when I think
Yeah, Tomb
about
Raider
like
Rise was a
yeah,
good one.
when I
Yeah.
think about the original, because I just recently went back and I beat 1, 2, and 3, the version of the character that's shown in those original games is not. I mean, she's not a villain. She kind of stumbles into saving the world, but for kind of selfish reasons.
it's kind of the same with like the remakes, except for the first one where you're on the island and your boat crashes or whatever, and Laura is forced to survive.
That's
And
a
Yeah,
Shadow or
yes,
Rise of the Tomb
yeah,
Raider.
she
Right.
has to kill people because they are. It's either them or her, and it's like it's a shitty situation. But in the
Mm-hmm.
two games after that, she doesn't have to continue doing that shit. She does it by
yeah.
choice. She goes
Mm-hmm.
through and kills all these people because whatever.
I was gonna say, especially in the I didn't finish Shadow, which is the third one.
Yeah.
But she has friends who are telling her like, "Hey, you should stop doing this. You're putting yourself in incredible danger." And not only is she putting herself in danger, but now her friends have to jump in and save her, and that she's putting them in danger. And she just keeps doing it really selfishly. In the original Tomb Raider, the original version of Lara Croft is more like that than the Angelina Jolie. Or I've heard they're doing a new animated series. I don't know if it's already out yet. I haven't seen it.
I
That's
it
like,
is. It's on Netflix. I started watching it. It didn't really grab me like I thought it would. So that's
yeah.
all I
And
gotta say about it.
that being said, I I'm still like I beat 1, 2, and 3 on the remaster collection, and I'm going back and I'm playing they have bonus levels after you beat the game. I was playing the ones from the first one right before joining this Zoom meeting. So I fucking love the games, and I'm gonna keep playing them. They're great, but that character is not what people say it is. But I think that
Mm-hmm.
makes her more believable and more human because she's a piece of shit.
Let's
Just kinda.
let's not forget. Let's not forget. She killed a poor T Rex who was minding its own business. Like
Well, it was gonna
it,
eat her. Two,
uh,
two,
she
two
was
T
in her.
Rexes.
She was in her house. She was in their hunting area.
Yeah, and there
It's
was
like
two.
getting into a lion cage and expecting a lion not to kill you or eat you. Like
Well,
it was doing what a T Rex would do.
if you don't know it's a lion cage,
Yeah.
and you have an M16.
Also, that description. Also, that description you did about her putting her friends in danger also reminds me of another game where somebody looking for revenge is also putting her friends in danger, even after they told her maybe we should stop, and then proceeds to get all her friends killed
Don't say it.
because
Don't say it.
because she was too petty to let it go. What
Don't
game am
say
I
it.
thinking about, John?
Knack
What
Until
game
2.
am I
Dawn.
thinking about?
Knack 2.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
Knack 2. Electric
Until Dawn.
Boogaloo.
Knack 2. You didn't
Resident
know I
Evil
was
Umbrella Chronicles.
If you didn't know, I was talking about Turok.
Oh,
I beat that also recently. But that's
No,
Last of Us 2.
no, it's The Last of Us too.
yeah.
I will always fight you on that, John. I will always fight you on that.
It's a great game.
It is a great game, but she's a terrible character.
You're a terrible character.
I am a
It's-
terrible
Moms are
character,
terrible.
but
If
I
they
can
made-
admit that.
If they made Ed the video game, the mechanics would be bullshit. And
No, if they made a game about me, I would straight up just be killing everybody.
if they made a game about me, you'd hold the controller and you'd be like, "Why does this hurt?"
This hurt. No, it'd be a video game of John playing video games, and you have to play that game as he's playing that game.
Yeah. Oh god.
In
that might
another
And
be-
it'd be
game.
and then you would be playing The Last of Us 2 in that game.
Yeah. So for the next one, showing not telling, I have one right off the top of my head. A lot of these, I'm gonna try to only use this game once because when I originally was reading through these, the same game popped into my head over and over again, which was God of War. But I'm just gonna use it for showing not telling. And the opening for the first of the new, what was it, 2018 God of War? That was the first
Yeah.
the prequel to Ragnarok. The opening when now try to picture a time when you hadn't played the game a million times and you don't already know the story. And he walks up to the tree that has the handprint on it, and he puts his hand on it and closes his eyes and exhales really slowly, and then takes the axe and you cut the tree down. And that well, clearly he looks kind of sad, and there's a lot. There's no words are spoken, but so much is told. I mean, he cuts down that tree. They're gathering wood for
A pyre.
the pyre for like the Viking funeral for his wife.
Yeah.
But also what they're doing is they're cutting down a section of the protective magic barrier that's around their land, which is going to let the Norse gods in and basically kickstart their journey. And I
Which
thought
she
that
was not aware of, by the way.
yeah.
Well, I don't think it was. I think it was that Kratos wasn't aware. When I
Yeah,
played
Kratos
it,
wasn't aware.
It felt to me like she knew what she was doing. She was like, "Hey, get the fuck out."
Yeah,
Not
it was
in a mean
prophesized.
way, but like, get the fuck out there. You know, like hurry the
That's
fuck
how
up.
Boulder was able to make his way in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he wouldn't have been able to find them.
Yeah, isn't that
Baldur's a piece
revealed
of
in
shit. I'm
Ragnarok?
glad he dies.
It's revealed in the game as you get to the high peak and you see your area, and you can see that there's a hole in
In
the
the barrier.
protective shield, in the barrier.
Right.
And that's
Okay.
where Kratos had cut the tree. So as you're progressing the game and you get to the higher peak where
Mhm.
you're going to spread her ashes, you realize that there was a shield around your entire area where you lived in. And then after Kratos had cut down that tree down, that's why all these creatures started coming in and how Boulder was able to find them. They do a lot of exposition with almost no description. Like
Yeah,
they
it's
show it to
fantastic.
you,
It's so
or
good.
you see it done, and then you learn on your own. Like the whole thing with Faye when he goes into the beam of light and he's
Mhm.
going after her, and then oh my god, why am I blanking on Loki's other name? Atreus pulls him out, and then you see all the fairies that he killed.
That what's his name? Kratos did not burn Mount Olympus to the ground to have some fucking giants name his kid. His kid is
Right,
Atreus.
for real.
Like,
I know, right?
his dad
It
named
is
him Atreus.
I will stick with Atreus simply because of the backstory that he tells him why he named him
Yeah,
Atreus, and the
Spartan.
fact that you know who he is in the video games because you meet him in that game, in the third game, I think, who holds your weapons while you're decimating the gods.
I got a
Great
hot
games
take.
all
I
around.
didn't
All the
like
games are great.
Yeah. Hot take. I didn't like playing as just Atreus in Ragnarok.
I
did not
did.
either.
I did not like
either.
those parts. I didn't like being just Atreus. Give me Kratos. I want to murder.
I will
things
say
as
this
Kratos.
though: when you turn into the bear, that is fun. It
Yeah,
fun
that
when
is
you turn
that
into
is
the bear.
pretty dope.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it. I just would like to been more powerful as Atreus. I think he's a cool and
I mean,
interesting character. Has a decent move set, but if he was
Sure.
stronger, it'd been a lot more
yeah,
fun.
but also if he was stronger, he would already be Loki, and he
True.
wouldn't have the same. He wouldn't do the same thing.
That's
He,
true.
he's still learning about his godhood. He has no. He
Yeah.
didn't know he was one until the second game.
Although after your third playthrough, if you've maxed out all his abilities and arrows, he's pretty busted.
Yeah,
Like he'll one shot almost any enemy.
yeah.
Like even with the basic arrows, he'll one shot an enemy. It's crazy.
I thought Atreus was great, and I hope to make an Atreus game. I want a 40-hour.
I feel like that is the next logical step because I mean Kratos has to die at one point. I mean he's died already, but at one point he has to automatically die and become the World Snake because I think they heavily hinted at that.
Or what if, like,
Yeah.
in the drawing,
guy?
the prophecy where he's laying there and Loki's holding him and crying and shit? What if
Well,
he's
he's
just
not
got
crying.
he's just got
You see
indigestion?
You see,
Could
You
be
see
a number of things. Yeah.
It could be
Because if you
anything.
remember at the end when they transfer Odin's soul into the stone, and then what's his name smashes it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
I
Yeah.
don't
Um,
remember. I've beaten the game. I just don't remember.
that's basically the same spell you can see in the painting, and I'm willing to bet that
Um,
Atreus is going to turn Kratos into the World Snake, which is
But
why
he
the World Snake.
Jormungandr?
Yeah,
but
Jormungandr is
Jormungandr,
already another giant.
yeah,
That's why he's giant.
but I thought the
yeah.
World Snake was technically both in the future and the past, and
That's because Atreus went
Isn't it
back.
just like it's a fixed point?
we're
it
getting
is a
way
fixed
off
point.
track. We're getting way
Okay,
off
all
track.
right.
But you know when you go to Ironwood and you meet that girl and her mom's like some big giant crazy lady and she's taking souls out of animals and he has the bag of like giant souls and he takes one of them, he takes the soul out and then puts it into a snake that slithers away. That's
Yeah.
Jormungandr.
And then
Oh, what? Oh,
yeah, and
that's
Yeah.
right.
during the and
That's
then
why
during
when
the
he meets
end
Loki, he already knows him as a little kid.
yeah, and the
Okay.
reason why he knows him is because Thor fought him at the end of Ragnarok and hit him so hard and like sent him to the past or some shit like that.
That I remember. Yeah, that I remember.
Nailed him so hard he didn't wake up for 3 days.
Slapped them into. He slapped them into last Tuesday.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, way off topic. Way off topic.
Way off
Anyways,
topic. God damn it,
Oh,
Ed.
I mean,
Sorry,
you
sorry.
were
It's
you were
okay.
kind of right. I mean, Jormungandr is technically Loki's son,
Well, I mean, I
but
guess.
that's in Norse mythology. That's not in the game.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
no,
like, if I
Yeah.
take my external hard drive out of this computer and put it in your computer, that doesn't make your computer my son.
I
you're
know.
thinking of Fenrir, Fenrir,
Fenrir,
No,
Fenrir.
I'm looking at it
Knack,
right now. It says
Knack
in
2.
Norse mythology, Jormungandr is an actual child of Loki and Angrboda.
Okay.
Huh? That part I did not know. Anyways,
Did we all
moving
do a
on.
showing, not telling, or was it just me?
No, I
Did we
got
just.
one. Moving on.
Oh,
Uh,
thank all for me.
the beginning of Devil May Cry
Oh,
3,
okay.
when
Thank you.
when the game first starts, it shows Dante and Virgil fighting,
I'll be right back.
and it's a really good setup showing you like how much these two really hate each other, because they
Yeah.
hate each other,
Yeah.
and like there's a good narration telling like the story about like how there's two brothers and how I don't remember the exact narration, but there's a like, but you could really like feel and see how much these two characters hate each other. And the game and the opening of Devil May Cry 3 does really good job uh of not outright telling you that the two characters you're seeing fighting are brothers.
Yeah.
Also, like, okay, I love that game, but like, I'm the most superpowered guy in the world. No, I'm the most superpowered guy in the world. Well, I'm gonna destroy the planet to prove it to you. Like, there's not enough room in my fridge for all my leftovers. Like, it's
Basically,
like,
All
I
right.
hate to say it, but
it's a pissing contest.
first world problems. We used to call them white people problems, but it's 2025. I'm gonna call them first world problems.
Well, you're kind of right, but you're also
I'm
wrong.
exactly right.
That's just like the surface level. If you like actually pay attention to the story and play the game,
I
you know,
did.
there's a lot more depth to it. You're just giving like the surface level of it. That's why I'm saying you're only like a little wrong.
Oh yeah, they're a bunch of whiny first world problem having. I'm
Yes
stronger than
and no.
you, and we're gonna destroy the
Well, okay,
world for
first
our
of
petty
all,
conflict.
no,
Great game.
no, that's not the whole story.
It literally is.
Virgil's side. Virgil wants absolute power because he doesn't want to ever be weak again.
I
And
don't think he
then
knows that it corrupts absolutely.
yeah, but
Also, he's the storm that is approaching.
yeah, and
That took me a second. That took me a second.
and then Dante's like, well, shit, it's my job to save the world, so I need to deal with my stupid ass brother. But then there's a
Yeah.
lot of history between them because you know they were split. They both feel like they've abandoned each other, so they hate each other.
So the topic right now is showing, not telling.
What are we doing?
We're doing the character development traits, and we're doing showing, not telling. I had the example of the opening to God of War. And Matt's talking about Devil May Cry 3 and how Dante and Virgil are fighting each other.
At the beginning, and
At the
like
beginning.
that whole opening scene, and how
Yeah.
the narration does a good job of not exactly revealing that Dante and Virgil are brothers, because that doesn't happen until later on in the first mission of the game, of actual gameplay.
You said narration though, right?
Yes, there's a narration at the very
Yeah, that
beginning of
that's
the
that's
game.
telling, not showing.
Yeah, that's telling. But also
But
at the beginning
the
of the
part
game,
I'm
they're fighting.
talking,
He's fighting monsters in the bar. That's
no,
the
at the very,
opening.
very,
That's the
the very that very opening scene is Dante and Virgil fighting at top of the tower with the rain. And that's the part I'm talking about where it's the showing, and you can see how much they hate each other in that
Grr.
fight.
Which Devil May Cry game?
Devil
Three.
May Cry 3.
Okay, you're good. Keep going.
Of course I'm good. It's Devil May Cry. But anyways, moving on.
Okay, Kyle, do you have one? Doom guy would have been better for this one than the other
You're
because
not
there's a
wrong.
lot of showing, not telling. But you already used him.
I'm gonna have to say Doom guy.
I Doom Slayer, so it's like two different people.
Fuck,
Let's say Master Chief from Halo Infinite.
that game sucked.
I never played it.
It
Why
sucked.
does everyone
In
say that?
comparison to the first, if you take the first three games of Halo and then jump straight to Infinite, it's fine. But there's all that bullshit in between that makes all of this not matter. Like all of Infinite doesn't matter. I'm also just talking shit on Halo Infinite, but
Ed freaked out that one time, and I want to try to replicate that reaction, and he's not budging. I don't like it.
You
What is
get
it?
no,
one
because
good
I
freak
can't, I
out from
can't,
Ed like every 6 months.
I can't defend Halo Infinite. I really can't. I've tried. It's hard to defend it.
Yeah.
As much as I love John is 117, not you, John. Um,
Oh,
I can't defend it.
Hmm.
But as far as showing not telling, one I would pick it would be Spider-Man Web of Shadows. I don't know if you guys ever played it.
I have
I
the
did
Wii
very
version.
briefly. I did very briefly.
I played the shit out of it on PS3. I have
That
the
game
Wii
is
version.
awesome, by the way. Like
It is.
before Spider-Man 2014 came in and just like revolutionized the combat and web swinging, that was the game if you wanted a good web swinger and a good combat game for Spider-Man. Basically, the game starts off and there's chaos erupting. You're in on top of a building and there's a bunch of symbiotic versions of different villains you fought before. You have the Vulture, you have Doc Ock, you have freaking what's his name, Shocker and Electro, and
Joker.
these are all symbiotes. These are people being controlled by symbiotes, but they've taken traits and powers of those villains, and you don't know what's going on. All you see is Peter walking around, and he has an inner monologue of basically Mary Jane talking crap to him, saying like, "You shouldn't have done this. It's all your fault. Look what you've done. I told you not to put on the suit again." And you don't know what's going on, and then you jump into action, and the game immediately starts you off in a fight. But then it goes back a month later, and then you're like, you start from the beginning. You don't, again, you still don't know what's going on. You have to play through the game to get to that point to find out exactly everything that happened up to that point. So that's one of my picks right there, because you don't know what's going on in the game unless you were one of those people who saw the trailer and then you like did an exposition and read the plot line, all that stuff. You didn't know what was going on.
Extremely repetitive game, but really good story.
Yeah,
Really
very
fun.
good story. It is. I will give you that. It is repetitive, especially when you're fighting the villains. It's a very 1, 2, 3 combo esque game, but it's a lot of fun. And again, the combat in that game is very stellar. Even now, like it's one of the best combats I've seen in a Spider-Man game.
It's the only game I've ever seen with. I think it's the only game I've ever seen with. That was my introduction to Moon Knight.
Yes,
That
Really?
was the
it's the
first time
first
I
time
ever
you.
saw him. Yeah, it's Web
This
of
is the first
Shadows.
time you ever learned about Moon Knight. You get to team up with a lot of Marvel heroes, including Wolverine. I think Storm. You fight a lot of his villains, Scorpion, Mysterio, even
Stereo.
Fisk at one point, I think.
Yeah,
But it's a very repetitive game because it is 1, 2, 3. But the story is very good. It's very well done. Granted, it's just about the symbiote again, but hey, why break what isn't broken, or why fix what isn't broken?
Fair enough.
If it's not the Green Goblin, it's the symbiote. Those are like his two major. Always got to be the villain. It's his Jokers basically.
What about you, Kyle?
Kia? Kia?
Does anybody
What
else
about
want
you,
to go
Kia?
first?
Which one?
I said, does anybody else want to go first?
This is the interrupt Kyle show where we all interrupt Kyle.
Yeah, all of that.
It's 3 for 3 so far.
You were going. You were like saying stuff and then nothing.
I want to say Darksiders. The game does a really good job, like not just in the intro or anything, but like in the intro, you like War, one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse, slams onto the planet, starts fucking shit up. Everybody's confused as shit to see him because the seventh seal wasn't broken, or and well, as you're going through, you get to like the final boss of the area, and all your powers get taken away, and you get locked away for like a millennia or some shit, and then you get Mark Hamill attached to your wrist. It's
Nice.
pretty great.
Yeah.
And even throughout the whole game, it would rather show you things than just tell you to go here or go this way, go this way. It shows you where to get stuff. Like when you're activating secrets, it shows everything, where it is, and not necessarily how to get it, but it will show you that it is there. Even at the end, it's like they ask War a question, like, you're gonna have to do this fight alone. And in the background, you see like three other meteors that are the other three horsemen of the apocalypse, like coming to help War, well, coming to do their job, but to help War. And I thought that was a really interesting way to do it.
Nice. War never changes, Keel.
Well, Snake said war has changed in Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah. And now they announced Darksiders 4, which is a direct sequel to the first game, even though there's been 3 games in between it.
I like how they always do like, hey, this game's been around for 20 years. Why don't we do a sequel for it? But there's already 5 games to it. Let's do a sequel for it though.
Well, it's like with the 3 games in between Darksiders 1 and 4, it was Darksiders 2 and you play as Death, and it's like kind of a parallel story. It doesn't happen like exactly the same time. Maybe it does. It's been a while. And then I haven't beaten 3, so I don't really know how that
3
one
is
plays
hard
out.
as fuck.
Well, you're terrible at video games, so
No,
I
3
don't know what you
was
want me to say.
difficult.
Yeah,
I gave
know it
up.
was.
I
I
gave
just like
up on
picking
that
on
one.
Matt. I just like picking on Matt. But you play as what, Fury,
Yeah,
I think,
Fury.
and then
That's her
Darksiders
name,
Genesis. Darksiders Genesis, you play as Strife, which is the one with the guns, and it's
That
like
one was fun.
it's like a top-down shooter. I've never
Yeah,
played that one,
that one was cool. It was fun.
but it's like, so none of them are like just direct sequels to the first game. This one is like, okay, we're gonna like continue the story from this point.
And everything else that happened, we're gonna retcon it.
Yeah, or we'll include it somehow and we'll explain
Yeah.
why it is where it is. Yeah.
One thing they'll do is like they'll mention it briefly. It's like that one time where Fury was going around shooting people from the top down view.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They'll do the quick exposition, like they'll mention it, and like that happened in the game.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna say, John?
I was gonna say that sometimes when they do things like that, it can work out. I like to think about the Halloween movies, which when they did the new set, that is the third or fourth. Let's say they did Halloween 1 and 2, and then they did Halloween 3, which is a completely different universe. So that's the first time, and then they went back to the original timeline and did 4, 5, and what did you
There's
get?
4, 5, and
6.
4, 5, and 6, and then H2O was 7 and 8, where they had retconned the timeline again.
There you
So
go.
that's the
Yeah.
second time they retconned the timeline. Then they did the 2 shitty Rob Zombie movies. That's the third time they retconned the timeline.
Well, actually,
And then
the
they
Rob
went back-
Zombie movies are like a completely
They're
different.
dog
It's
shit,
like,
is what they are.
yeah, it's like Devil May Cry and then DMC.
It's a remake. And then they went back and so for the new ones, they're only direct sequels to the original movie, and they completely retconned all the sequels, which is the 4th time they've done it. But I thought, with the exception of the 3rd movie, they did really, really well. So it can work. I like to like the Resident Evil remake for the GameCube is proof to me that remakes can be good, even though like that was a time where they're remaking fucking everything all the time.
Yeah.
Where the market is flooded with remakes in both video games and movies, but that was like evidence to me that like it's worth giving these a chance because it can work.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so did we all did one? We all did a showing, not telling.
We all did.
Yeah.
Except Matt's weird one. Was
Fucking John.
All right. So character arc. This refers to the changes a character undergoes throughout the story. often in response to the plot's conflicts and challenges.
I got
Well,
a good
I
one for
got
that
one.
one.
Okay.
All right. So the one that immediately comes to mind is Arthur Morgan for his character arc and your time throughout the story of Red Dead Redemption 2. That
Tuberculosis is not a character arc.
Tell that to Tomb.
I'm
Tell
not
that to
talking about that. I'm talking
tell that
about
to
how
Tombstone.
I was talking about like how like at the start of the game your gang is pretty well busted up after a terrible job gone wrong, and then you have to fight to survive and then gain money to you know do what you can to get out of the situation. But as the story goes on, you find out your leader Dutch is he just keeps moving the goalposts, saying, "Hey, we need more money. We need more money." And the thing is that Arthur has kind of come to the realization that the being an outlaw is coming to an end. So,
Is it though?
well, with the advances of modern society and everything going on during that time, like that way of life was really starting to fizzle out. There was a lot more law enforcement. It was a lot harder to get away with the with robbing banks or trains or
I
wherever
mean,
way you procured money.
you say that, but that game takes place in what, early late 1800s, early
Yes.
1900s. I mean, there were still people robbing banks in the 20s, 30s, 40s.
Yeah, but they were
Like those things still happen. They just used better guns.
yeah.
And in the 90s
That's it.
too.
Yeah.
I get that. I get that. Crime never really goes away. That's
But
not
that's
my
my point.
point.
But they were outlaws. That's what it was.
Yeah.
The era of the cowboy might have ended, yes.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
outlaws are still outlaws. I mean, they still exist.
Well,
They
that
just wear
kind of
suit and ties. They wear suit and
that
ties now.
Yeah, exactly.
let me rephrase it. That type of outlaw was coming to an end.
There you
Sure.
go.
Jeez, fucking nitpicking
I'm just saying,
motherfuckers.
be specific if you're gonna be right or be wrong. Just be specific instead.
Well, getting back to what I was saying about Arthur is that he realizes what's happening, and he realizes like how far of a descendant to madness Dutch was going, trying to hold on to the old way of life, and not really like it really started to put everyone at risk. So that's why at the end of the game, in the fourth or fifth act, Arthur is in a desperate attempt is trying to save everyone. He he gets rid of Strauss. He pushes him out of the camp. He does that to quite a few characters, like certain individuals before the main ending. He like pushes people away so that way he can save them. And depending on your honor level, is how you interact with them. If you have low honor, you're going to be a dick about it. If you have high honor, you're going to be more cordial. So yeah, just based on that, like the way the game unfolds in the story with all the other characters and like his own personal struggles and things like that, really does a good job of
What?
showing and explaining the change of what happens.
The one I'm thinking is Alex Mercer from Prototype. I like the fact that in the beginning of the game, basically you're this guy who was murdered, and you're trying to figure out not only who murdered you, but released the virus in Manhattan that's turning everybody into these mutants that are ravaging the entire city, the entire island. And as the story progresses, you basically realize that the guy who killed you was trying to stop you because you were the one that released the virus. So it turns out that you were the villain the entire time.
Hell yeah.
That was one of those like, oh, what? Oh, that makes sense. It
Fucking awesome.
is, yeah, it was awesome. But at the same time, you're like, oh, now I feel bad for all the things I've done.
I didn't. I was like,
Especially,
fuck yeah.
especially because as the way to progress the story, you had to absorb individuals with the knowledge of what was happening. So all those people you basically murdered only to realize that you've been the villain all along, even though technically you're murdering all these people. It's just one of those games where like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have done what I did. Maybe I should let. It's one of those games where like how they say let sleeping dogs lie or leave things alone. Kind of
Mm-hmm.
like in the Bourne movies where the guy loses his memory and is trying to figure out why everybody's after him, and it turns out he's a terrorist.
Jason
And one
Bourne
of the
wasn't a terrorist.
in one of the Bourne movies. Oh, actually, no, it was one of the games. It was one of the
There's
Bourne
only
games.
one. There's only one game. That game was based off the first movie. It was
Okay, well, in
okay.
that one, they changed the story where you have amnesia and you're trying to figure out why they're after you. But it turns out you're a terrorist. Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Been
Play it
many
again.
years since I played it. Anyways, moving on.
Play it again. Yeah. But either way, it's always funny when they pull the rug underneath you and they're like, turns out you were the bad guy the whole time. Like, oh, you're not the hero, you're the villain. It's like they say, like, you are the hero. Every villain is the hero to his own story. Like, they think that what they're doing is right.
I got one.
All
Go
right,
for
John,
it.
is here. And it better not be The Last of Us.
So in The Last of Us God of War Tomb Raider. No, I was thinking of Sebastian Castellanos from The Evil Within, specifically
That's a good one.
the end of two, but really for it encompasses one and two. Is in the first one, the first Evil Within, at least in my opinion, is pretty difficult. The second
It
one
is.
is a lot easier. You're
It turns into a shooter after at one
yeah,
point.
he's a lot more capable, and I feel like that is
Mm,
part of his character arc because he goes through so much in the first one that in the second one
right?
he's a lot more experienced with dealing with these creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Um, at the end of the second one, I don't remember the specific enemy type, but it's one of those long corridors where you're typically running away from a big monster, and it's one of the larger monsters from the first one that he just runs away from, and it like
Oh,
instead of
Chainsaw Dude.
yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
Matt. But it appears behind him, and he looks, and instead of running away, now granted, this is towards the end of the game. You have your crossbow, your pistol, your shotgun, you have all of your weapons. This guy pulls his knife and runs towards the guy. Like, instead of running away, he goes, "Oh yeah, fuck that." Pulls his knife out of all things and runs towards the threat.
Isn't that
and
what
And
you're
I'm
supposed
like,
to
like,
do?
Huh?
Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Well, it's in a cutscene.
yeah, it's in a
Mm-hmm.
cutscene.
Well, yeah, then you have no
It-
control over it.
Yeah, I mean, like you have all these different guns and all these different weapons and all these different ways you could have handled that scenario. He shows
Nope, he
absolutely,
pulls out a knife.
yeah, it's a complete polar opposite to the way the first game starts, and it's towards the end of the second game, and it's a really good example of a character arc coming full circle because he's fucking
Afraid.
he's not afraid. He's fucking over. He's like, oh okay, bitch, and pulls his knife. Of all things, he could have stood there with the handgun and dumped into the guy when he got close enough to him, then stabbed him or fucking anything. But no, he pulled the knife out and sprinted towards him and killed him.
For the
Which I,
record, Leon did it. Leon did it first in RE4 because dude was just like using his knife for everything.
well, yeah,
He
knives are better for close encounters.
he threw it at Salazar, impaled his hand onto the wall.
That
He
was so
freaking
funny.
killed Sadler with the knife where you jump on him and stab it in the eye. He freaking you could technically beat Krauser with the knife in that
You're
game.
you're supposed to.
Yeah, you're supposed to. Oh yeah, that's right, the knife fight.
Yeah, it's
So
not even
this
it's not
guy
even that you're
this guy
supposed to.
was
It's just
fighting this guy was fighting giant zombies and then just whipping out his knife and fighting them. I'm gonna fight you with my knife. And it wasn't even this like machete looking knife, it's like a little freaking single blade dagger that I guess they
Combat
give
knife.
out it. Yeah, combat knife. I guess they give out it in basic training.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Leon definitely did it first. But I know which thing you're talking about, John. And even that scene made me go, I'm like, so this guy is like that much of a hard ass now.
I want a third
Because
one.
he's you know
I
what?
do
I'm
too.
surprised they didn't do a third one because it ended pretty openly. Then again, all those games ended pretty openly.
Oh, so
Yeah. But
they'll wait
I like
20
the
years
first
and
one.
do a
I like the
sequel.
first one because it was more of a horror game, but then it turns into a bit of a shooter. But the second one was just a shooter. It was a shooter.
No, the
Wonder.
second one is like when you first pop it in, it's pretty difficult. It's not until you get to your new game plus where it's a lot more easier to manage and stuff.
I think you're talking about the first one, Mac, because the
No,
first one
I'm
was
talking
pretty
about the
difficult.
second one because like a lot of the times like the best strategy is to sneak around and avoid conflict.
I think I'm pretty sure you're thinking about the first one because that's what
I'm
I did a lot in the first one.
I've
In the second
never
one, I was mowing guys down with my shotgun in the second one.
The
Like the
first one is
shotgun was
way
pretty
harder.
beefy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I only really played the second one because I have it. And I'm telling you,
Okay.
maybe it's because I'm playing on hard, but I have like
Okay.
no ammo. So the only thing I have is to sneak around and stab things. And it's hard. It's not ideal. I'd rather have ammo and better weapons and
Yeah.
shit.
I like the Molotov cocktails. Those things were really good in that game. Especially if you shot them and then if you threw them and then shot them and they explode on the guys. That was fun.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's a good one too, John. Especially the fact that I forget the guy's name. What's his name in there?
Sebastian
That's just
Castellanos.
Oh yeah, he has an interesting. Wasn't he a reporter or something like that?
no,
He's a
he's a cop.
detective.
He's a detective. Why did I think he was a reporter? Oh, you
Mm.
know what? I'm thinking about another game. With the one with the camera.
Condemned.
No,
Oh no, he
you're
was a
like
No,
cop.
in a.
He's a cop in that too.
not
That's a
condemned.
cop too.
And condemned. Or he was a cop. Actually,
Oh,
by the second one, neither one of them are cops anymore.
True.
no, what's the one with the camera? I played
The
it.
night vision. Yeah, you're in an insane asylum and you're
Yeah, and you
recording
can't.
it.
No, you can't defend yourself or anything like
You have to
that.
hide.
Outlast.
Huh?
Outlast. Thank you, Kia.
Yes.
Outlast. Thank you,
Outlast.
I said
Kia.
it
You
4 times and realized I was muted.
good? He's like yelling. Why can't you
I'm like,
people stop
Outcast or
ignoring me?
Outlast. Come on, bro.
Outcast. Hey,
Outcast. Hey, yeah.
Like,
Oh, I think he's got it. Oh, you think you got it?
AT aliens.
All right.
All
So
right, all right, John. What's next? What's next?
Did everybody do a character
well,
arc?
wouldn't die be next?
No.
yeah,
Interrupt
wouldn't
Kyle.
Kyle be next?
Oh my God, John!
Uh,
We forgot a Kyle. All right,
we
Kyle,
didn't
let's hear
interrupt
it.
him
Shit,
this
dude.
time. We didn't interrupt you.
We just
We
forgot about it.
That's growth. Well, you kept.
That's a character arc.
That's a
Yeah,
character
that's a
arc. That's
character
character
arc.
development right there.
I would have to say the main character, the playable character from Prey, the remake,
Oh, okay.
or the
The
reboot, whatever it was.
yeah,
Johnny? The
No, not the original Prey.
not the original
that game
play.
kind of sucked.
The
Like
s- the
hot
Yeah, it
space
take.
one,
did.
right?
But the one
The
Like
where you're in
space one, right?
space and like there's aliens and
hmm
shit
yeah,
that
And
that
you
game kind of
inject
are
yourself with the
slotted
black
sucked.
things.
goo.
And
Yeah,
shit.
and
Yeah,
yeah, and literal shit. I swear there's some in the game.
yeah.
Anyway, no, you play as the sibling because you can pick male or female. But you play as a sibling to this guy on a space station and go through the whole game, doing quests and trying to save everybody from the aliens, only to find out that you are one of the aliens.
Oh fuck.
hmm
And yeah,
Oh, it's Resident
and
Evil 8 all over again.
yeah,
Basically, yeah.
but it's like the way you play the game, like, you can go like more alien and you'll just say like fuck you guys and kill everybody.
hmm
But if you're doing all the good stuff and like you can like kind of develop the character yourself and how
hmm
you want to do it to an extent, of course. But
Yeah, because you
and
could choose not to get the
yeah,
upgrades.
yeah, and you can do the game without becoming
Yeah,
more aliens. It just
yeah.
you lose access to some things, but
hmm
it's not that big of a deal, and you can still play the game without it. I shot things to death anyway. Like I didn't care.
Yeah,
I didn't use alien powers except for telekinesis, but that was just to grab stuff.
yeah. That's a
But
good one. Like another.
I like the development because it kind of lets you play with it a little bit, and you can kind of go as far as you wanted with it.
Yeah, another game similar to that would be the one with the where you're a raptor. I forget BioShock.
BioShock, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
similar to that.
Why didn't I say
And then there
that?
was,
Because you
and then there's
always
one other,
fucking say that.
and then there is one other game. I forget what it's called. You play as also an astronaut, but it's a shooter. It's a continuous rail shooter, and you pick up different upgrades that turn you more alien. And as you progress in the story, it turns out that you were also the alien the entire time. You're just stuck in an infinite loop of dying and killing.
Oh, it's not Returnal, is it?
But it is Returnal. Thank you very much, Kiel. You are like the savant of video games.
Oh yeah.
Don't fucking tell him
Yeah.
that. Because he's
Is
not.
it
But he is.
Returnal a roguelike
It,
Yeah.
I would
where you
call it
die
more.
and like then the environment changes?
That's the one. Yep,
Yeah.
that's the one. Yep,
Yeah.
that's exactly.
Okay. I've always wanted to play it. It looked really interesting. Cool.
It's a good game. It's a pretty interesting game. The story is pretty simple once you learn it, but the gameplay is pretty fun. Like just shooting different things over and over again, and like no run through is the same, so you can like map out stuff.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
the whole point of a
Yeah,
roguelike is that
I
it's going
like
to
those.
be
Yeah,
different every single time.
Yeah, I've seen streamers try to do that where they're like, oh well, after a certain amount of cycles, it doubles back to this one, and like, nope, throws it for a loop, and like,
No,
no,
they caught
you
on to
can't,
that a long time ago.
you can't figure me out, sucker. Yeah, they've gotten good with
Yeah.
those roguelike games. Have gotten really good with
Yeah.
how
Yeah,
you keep
like
messing.
they really like stepped up their game with Hades, I think.
Yeah,
Like
Oh,
when
well,
that
that's
dropped,
right. That is one like
I'm
that.
just
Yeah.
kidding. Hades is fucking great. Such
yeah,
a good
like when
game.
that dropped, everyone else is like, let's use this formula.
Yeah. I mean,
Let's
there's
mess with
Slay the
everyone.
Spire, there's Across the Obelisk, which is kind of you go through like the same map the whole time across the obelisk, but it's multiplayer and you can build different ways and play different characters and stuff. But it is a roguelike, and it's not the it's I don't know if you guys have played Slay the Spire, but it's like you acquire cards and try to get to the end and slay the spire. It's an
Nice.
enemy
What's a
that's at the
spire?
very end. It's
Yeah.
an enemy that's at the very end that you kill, and
Yeah.
there's a bunch of
Yeah.
different
There's a
ways, like different things you have to do to unlock it, and it's a bunch of cool shit. And ATO or Across the Obelisk is something you can do with your friends, and it's a lot of fun to sit there and strategize. And there's a class that's the healer, and I swear to God, they do the most damage in the game.
nice.
Yeah, it's because if you
They're
build it right,
supposed to heal.
yeah, they heal everybody by like stacking. Okay, so one character, his name is Otis. He's a pig. That's the Pope. I swear to God.
So many things there to
Yeah,
unpack.
yeah. And he's not the Pope. He just dresses like a priest or whatever. But he's a healer,
Does he have a
and
hat?
he
You're not the
does.
Pope.
He's got the hat. And fucking, if you build him right, you acquire cards and stuff. You can upgrade them and change them. And if you do it the right way, you can basically cycle through the same four cards and deal massive amounts of damage and stack what's called sanctify, which if you hit somebody or an enemy with that on you or them, you will heal based on how high the stacks are.
Nice.
And so yeah, he'll heal you. You just have to hit things.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So much for the Hippocratic oath.
Yeah.
Hey,
Do
he's
extra
not
harm.
hurting anybody except for everybody.
All right, John. What's next? What's next?
Okay, we got internal and external conflicts. Characters face both internal struggles like doubts or fear and external challenges like physical obstacles or conflicts with others.
I got one for this.
Mm-hmm. Bet.
And it's the guy from LA Noir.
God,
Man, fuck that guy.
I sucked
Fuck
at
that
that
guy.
game. I got everything.
Me too.
I got everything wrong repeatedly. It's like,
Yeah.
I think this guy's telling the truth, and he's not.
Yeah.
I was wrong every fucking time.
Me
I know
too.
it's me. I'm the problem.
It's
But,
you
Same.
are the problem.
Same. Right here.
I don't know what it is, but I trust this guy.
He's got a very trustworthy face.
Nobody
I-
say anything about it.
I couldn't
Okay.
save the
But-
I couldn't save the newsie. I tried
So-
multiple times. I couldn't save him.
I don't think you can.
I wasn't perfect. There's stuff I got wrong when interviewing like the suspects and stuff, but I didn't get every single one of them wrong.
I got
So it-
wrecked.
so and I was able to solve the case based on the information I had.
I
But
mean, I didn't see that it was the fucking fat dude. No, that's that's Eleanor.
Yeah, that is
So-
Yeah.
but like when I think of that character, you start off as a beat cop, right? And you're going through
Eating people.
your
I thought he was always a detective.
No, you start off as a patrolman,
Yep.
and then
Oh,
you
okay.
go and like your first case is as a patrolman, and there's like a shooting in an alleyway. You get a call for it. You go, you find a gun, and then you track down. It's the tutorial of like how the game works. I bet if John paid attention to the tutorial, he'd done
did.
better.
It was like it was the fact that the game had revolutionary like facial mocap technology.
Yeah.
We were supposed to be able to tell based on people's facial expressions whether
I
or not
didn't-
they were lying.
I did not use their facial expressions. I looked at the eye movement because I figured
That's
out.
on the face. That's part of
So-
the face.
That's
So what
kinda
you're
in the
saying,
face.
John, is that you're pretty trustworthy, huh?
Me?
I gotta. Do
You'd
I
make
have,
a terrible detective.
He's very
do I have a business venture for you, buddy? It's a surefire plan.
But
I don't know
like
why,
you,
but I believe him.
but you start off like as a good cop, right? And so like your external conflicts is being a detective and solving these cases. But it's not until you become, because you go from like arson to homicide and then I believe vice. And then when you become a vice cop, um, you kind of become dirty. I haven't finished the game, so I don't know exactly what happens at the end. But
Well, then didn't I just spoil it for you?
Everybody gets
I
married at the end.
I
Yeah.
Everybody.
so uh so like you're kind of like you start cheating on your wife with some lounge singer. Like you become a piece of shit
Wait, really?
towards the end. Yeah, you become like a
Really?
piece of shit. Yeah. Like you start cheating on your wife.
What's that got to do with detective work?
Huh?
A
You're
lot of it.
No.
you're a vice cop,
No,
like,
not
and then
It's
much.
like you
everything.
kind of start you
It's
start
part of the job.
I'm pretty sure you become you there like you're on the take a little bit, like
A
you're
little
not
bit.
you're not fucking taking money from like the
You're
mob
only
or
you're only
anything, but
you're
you're
only
shaking down.
taking money from shopkeepers.
Well, other criminals. You're just taking their money and lining your pockets. So like the internal conflict is the whole like being a bad cop, and if I remember correctly, because I did read what happens, like you clean up your act. All right.
I can go next. I can go next. One I liked in particular, and it's actually a game that I played multiple times because you can get various endings, and that's Detroit Become Human.
Oh,
And
that's a
it's actually
great fucking game.
yeah, and it's actually pretty similar to LA Noir because like the choices that you have to make in that game are so like I feel like certain choices that you're screwed either way. Like like the story's not gonna go well whether you pick one or the other. And on top of that, as you finish the game, they tell you who else picked those choices, which makes you feel like even worse because if you pick a choice that gets somebody killed and you see the percentage of other people that didn't pick that choice but you did, then it just makes you feel even more guilty for picking that choice.
You're talking about Until Dawn?
No,
No.
well, actually,
All of
Until
those
Dawn
games,
too, because
all
Yeah.
those
pretty
Telltale
much all those
games
story-based
suck.
Those,
games.
what the Detroit Become Human, Heavy Rain, and
Yeah.
Indigo, because
Oh.
that studio started with Indigo Prophecy,
Yeah,
which
pretty
that game
much.
was
Pretty much
that
those story-based games that give you multiple options are. Oh, you're always gonna feel bad about a choice
yeah.
that you make.
And like whoever that studio is that made those three games, like I want them to make more. Like they
Yeah,
were so good.
like did you ever play The Wolf Among Us?
Oh, that game is so good.
Yes.
So good, yeah. Genuinely like that game because I
Tall
like the fact
Tall
that they
Tales
took.
made that one though. I
Yeah,
know
I
who
like
did
the
Telltale.
that.
fact that they took
Just
elements
let him.
from fairy tales or tall tales, and they implemented them into actual stories. And I like the fact that the cop is the big bad wolf. That's cool. That was cool to me. But yeah, definitely Detroit Become Human is one of those games, especially because you're a robot cop, which makes it even worse.
But you're also other characters too.
Yeah, but it's mostly focused around the robot cop.
That's
I
true.
know you play the girl and a couple other characters like the painter and the painter's assistant and whatnot. But the cop had it the worst. Like he had it the worst.
Yeah,
Because how many people do you get killed in your first playthrough because you don't know what's going on?
a
So many.
lot.
A lot, yeah. Like, oh man, I got him killed.
I had
And then you
questions about myself after.
and then just yeah, and then the salt on the wound is just like, oh, all these people picked this choice, but you picked this one. You're in the 2% that picked this one, you monster.
If you ever want to feel bad about yourself.
Yeah, play that game. Yeah, for real. Just goes like, oh man, maybe there's something wrong with me.
Well, while we're on the topic of those kind of games, I was a massive fan. Well, am a massive fan of the 4 season long Telltale Walking Dead games,
Oh yeah,
and
that was so fun.
I'd have to mention Clementine and how
Oh my god.
she starts as the lost little kid in the tree and ends the series as she's taking care of another kid, gets bit on the leg and has her foot cut off, and has now like basically helped raise this kid and taught him how to survive in the
which is
zombie
not exactly the
apocalypse.
best. Yeah, which is a horrible upbringing, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Well, she did her best. She wasn't exact. She was barely a teenager.
Yeah, I just like the fact that if you played all the games, you see how sweet she was, and then you play that one last game, and then you see what it did to her, like what it turned her into.
How the choices you make, like
Yeah,
how that kid shoots that other kid in the head, and he goes, "What? I didn't hesitate, like you told me."
right.
Holy shit.
That really happens.
I know.
Yeah, it does.
They're
I
all
like the
standing
fact
in a
that
crowd, just gunshot wound to the head. He was like, "What?"
I like the fact
Told
that
me not to.
a lot of people will agree that it all happened after you had to kill what's his name after he got bitten.
Oh,
What
Lee,
was his name? Lee.
Lee in
Yeah,
the first one, yeah,
yeah.
that
So
was
after that,
awful.
yeah, that was it. That was the catalyst for all of it.
Thing that was fucked up is that he was dying of blood loss. They cut his bite off. They didn't know that that worked yet.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot. He was bleeding out.
If they had better first aid equipment, he would have
Uh-huh.
probably survived. Or maybe if
True.
Clementine didn't fucking shoot him. Like,
True. That too. But yeah. All right, Kia. We're not gonna interrupt you this time. And we're not gonna forget you either.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
You sure?
Do you think I'll be right?
Positive. Go, Kyle. Go.
So for like internal and external conflicts, I would have to say Mass Effect. Just the
Oh
first three.
damn.
Andromeda doesn't count. That game doesn't exist. But for
Was it
Mass Effect
really
one,
that
two, and
bad?
three, it was terrible. I tried. I tried so hard to want, like, because I want more Mass Effect.
But I heard
But
they updated and fixed it. That wasn't enough.
it's not that it like they updated and fixed like glitches and stuff. It's like the game's story just was not fun. And it's like they
Uh,
tried too hard to be funny in some places, at least from what I played, and it was not.
well, I thought that game had a thin layer of comedy in it.
Yeah, I mean they I
I
don't
mean,
remember very much of the
I
game.
mean,
I didn't beat it.
you're banging aliens. It's got to have some comedy to it.
I mean, sure, but I mean, Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, it's just on a whole nother level compared to Andromeda. But you've got your own internal conflicts about how your character personally deals with shit. And yes, it is the
Isn't it?
player making the choices, but you can see like the toll it has if you go full renegade. Like, yeah, at least from the
Yeah,
second game on, like your character's face, like it's fucked up from the explosion, the spaceship exploding around you, and you crashing into the planet and shit.
yeah. Can't you
Spoilers.
get everybody killed at one
Oh
point
yeah,
if you?
yeah. You can just go like once you get the option to go through the Omega Relay, you can just go right through and not do any prep on the ship. No characters like faction missions, like things that made the loyalty missions. That's what they're called. And you can just get your entire crew killed. Everybody, the ship just explodes.
Not to
But
mention, sorry to interrupt, Kyle,
yeah,
but
We did it. We did it.
but like
We were so close.
well, you were talking about like your decisions, like and how it like affects your character. You can see it. It also
yeah.
translates like from the first game,
Well,
depending
yeah.
on like when you have like it's either like Rex, like
Uh-huh.
do you
I
kill
knew
him
you
or
were
do
gonna say that.
yeah, but like that's like a huge catalyst for a lot of things too,
Yeah.
because it's
That
either
is
like
yeah.
you're forced into a real shitty situation. It's like either you kill him and gain the trust of the console and prevent war, or you keep him alive and risk war. And either decision you make affects Shepard and how
I
he deals
mean,
with it.
yeah, but the whole point of that scene in particular is to try to keep him alive. I mean, yes, if you kill him, that's the easy answer. Now there's no war. But
Yeah,
you convince him to stand down, and that also prevents the war. Because he doesn't give a shit. Rex will try to murder everybody. He does not care. He'll kill Shepard if he has to.
yeah,
But I have never seen their home planet without Rex on it because you go from Rex being dead. If you do a new game plus, unless you do it right, you have to kill him your first playthrough because some people you don't know that's coming. Some people will either pick good or bad, or good or like Paragon or Renegade is what it's called, and it's
mm-hmm.
not an asshole. And guess which one I picked? But you can,
Renegade.
oh yeah, Renegade all the way, all day. I don't give a fuck. But if you kill Rek at that scene and then just jump straight into two, he will not be the like leader of his planet. It'll be somebody else. I don't know who it is. I couldn't tell you. I've never seen that planet without Rex. He's the best character in the game. I don't give a fuck. Garrus can suck a dick.
I do like Rex
Oh
Warriors.
yeah, yeah. I prefer Rex over Garrus, but like Garrus is still a cool character. I like him a lot too.
Garrus
But
is a
like,
little fucking self-centered. Like he
yeah,
pisses me
yeah,
off sometimes.
yeah. And like I was saying, with if you go full Paragon and that like you only make Paragon choices, your face will start to like heal, and you won't have the scars like you do if you go full Renegade. Your eyes will glow red. Your face, like through the holes in your skin, will glow red because you're not fully like just human. You know, like you're like a cyborg kind of. You have
Nice.
replacement parts, and I just thought that was like a neat touch. It kind of adds to the overarching conflict of, hey, the Reapers are coming. We need to figure some shit out, and you're dealing with all of that stuff that's happening to you while simultaneously fighting a war
Yep.
and recruiting and all that stuff for a war. And when people don't listen to you in the game, it's frustrating, because it's like I have so like high enough renegade to do this, but you want Paragon. Like fuck you, I'm just gonna shoot you. I don't give a fuck. Like I'm just gonna
Paragon
shoot you if
kills
you don't agree
death.
with me. Well, I mean, there was a mission in the third game, I think, and some of this guy takes like a person hostage, and you go to these apartments to try to talk him down, and he grabs her, and you get a renegade option to just shoot the hostage.
Jeez.
And the guy freaks out. He's like, "What the fuck?" And he doesn't say that. But your shepherd goes, "Hostages only work if the person you're using them against cares whether or not they live or die."
Damn.
And so it's like, I don't have time for your bullshit. I'm trying to stop the entire galaxy from being eaten, because that's what the Reapers do.
Nice.
And that I think it's a good balance between internal and external conflicts.
Wow, 1 million or 1 versus 1 million.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Okay, Spock.
yeah, but yeah, that hostage. If this takes longer, that hostage dies anyway. Is the way like that scene plays out. At least, I guess, like if you're trying to like reason why you shot the hostage.
Jeez.
Yeah, yeah, it's like that hostage is gonna die if this dude doesn't shut the fuck up and let me do my job.
It's like the whole if you give a mouse a cookie conflict.
Okay, robot chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, everybody did one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. This is running a little bit long, so I think we'll do one more,
Okay.
which is relatability. It's the last one in this segment of character development traits. Characters should be flawed and human with relatable emotions and experiences that resonate with readers, or in this case, players. So, do you have any characters that you guys feel show good examples of relatability?
Exemplary.
Exemplary,
Exemplary.
Exemplary.
exemplary,
Excelsior.
Excelsior levels of
Excalibur?
relatability.
Exclusivity.
Eczema.
Ex-
Matt, go. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm thinking,
John,
god
go. Three,
damn
two,
it.
one, go.
No, I do that.
Relatability.
I do that.
It's hard because a lot of these people are like world enders and they can
Yeah.
freaking crack planets or they can wipe out entire hordes. How do you relate to that?
I got one that's gonna seem a little ridiculous, but
Let me guess, it's from The Last of Us 2.
no. I was gonna say
It's from Mac too.
I was I was gonna say Isaac Clarke from Dead Space.
Man, fuck that guy.
And the reason I use him, now obviously I don't have to fight mutated humans and aliens and monsters and stuff, but there are so many times where I'll go to whatever job I happen to have, and it's just like his job is engineer. Go fix
Yeah.
ship, clock in,
Go
fix
fix
a
the
ship,
ship,
clock
yeah.
out, go home. But you get there, and there's so much bullshit. It's like none of the chaos that he has to deal with is ever mentioned at any point in the interview process. I didn't
No.
see the interview
Why
process,
would
but I
it be?
guarantee because then no one would take the jobs. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like, hey, you're gonna be an engineer, guaranteed the shit that happened on the Ishimura is gonna happen.
Well, like one
There's no
time
way that they know that that's gonna happen.
there was a
They kind of
time.
knew. They kind of knew. The Unitarians kind of knew what was going to happen.
I
That's
mean,
why they wanted
sure,
to be on
but
the ship in the first place.
it's what once they found the marker, sure, but like
Once they found the
until
marker, they
that
knew.
point, until that point, they don't know what's gonna happen.
I have a
Yeah.
picture of me and a friend of mine were working, and we had to take a bunch of trash out. And this place we worked, you had to take it to a big trash compactor and pour the trash in, hit the button, compact the trash. You know, machines work. But we had to not exactly like climb all the way into the machine, but someone had taken a large metal office desk and tried to cram the entire thing, and the compactor was just not compacting it. And in order
Yeah.
to throw our trash away, we had to get this bitch out of there. And it
Yeah.
was a huge pain in the ass. We were dishwashers. Like, wash the dishes, sweep them off the floors, pull office desks out of trash compactors.
I
So
mean,
what's the
So,
that's fair.
relatability to Isaac then? Like,
well, he is going to go fix a ship and ends up doing a whole bunch of shit that he never expected he would have to do. And that's just kind of how, like, I felt that on a personal level because I've done a whole bunch of different jobs, and a lot of them are, I mean, you're not obviously fighting monsters, you're not always like fighting for your life and things, but there's a lot of jobs that are like that. Like, you think I'm going to go in and I'm going to go do this thing, and this one thing turns into a million unrelated things, and it's just
right?
a lot of the times it's just fucking
Huh?
chaos.
Yeah. For the record, he did fix the Ishimura. Like the first one was that the tram system was broken. He fixed that.
Yeah.
The second thing was the fact that the rock was the thing that they cracked the earth was bringing the ship down. So he had to fix the engines, and he did that. The third one was that the gravity in the ship was super wonky, so he had to fix the gyro thingy that made the gravity work on the ship. And then after that, he had to fix the guns that were shooting off
The
the
asteroids, yeah.
debris. So he literally did fix the ship only for it to get destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering in his mind, going like, "Man, all of that work for nothing."
Yeah, for real.
I
The whole
hope he
reason
got
he
paid.
took that job was to go find his wife.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
I
be
like
with
the
his
fact
wife.
that in the original, each mission spells out what's her name is dead.
Nicole is dead. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that they changed that in the
I don't
remake or the
either. That was
remaster.
dumb.
Yeah,
That
I
was
was
so
like, dude,
dumb.
why did you change that? That's
Yeah. It's a cool Easter egg that I didn't even notice the first time I played it.
They probably
No,
had
neither
more
did I.
or less chapters.
Yeah.
How about you shut up over
Probably
there
what
with
it is.
your logic and shit?
Probably what it is. You ask questions and they get mad at the answer. I mean, that's on
I
you.
didn't want an
I
answer.
guess
It was rhetorical.
I guess I can understand your relatability, John, simply in the fact that if you go to let's say you get assigned a new job, and then the job is pretty simple, do this, right? But then a
Yeah.
bunch of stuff starts going haywire, and they're like, "Oh, hey, we need you to do this now, and then we need to do this now." So I guess I can understand the relatability, because one thing I always noticed in a job, if you're good at your job, you're gonna end up doing everybody's job, and that's basically what Isaac was doing.
If you're good at
Yeah.
your job, your reward is more work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically,
You're punished for working hard in a lot of places.
yeah. And the one reward that you want, which is more money, you don't get.
Yeah.
But that kind of gives me one that I feel is pretty relatable, and I feel like I know we kind of already mentioned Resident Evil, but that is kind of like what Leon does in pretty much Resident Evil 2 and 4. He's assigned a simple job. You know, the first one is like, you're a cop, you're starting a new job, this is your job.
He didn't even clock
But-
in.
But hey, look, now you got all these things to do. And then the fourth one, hey, you just got to save the president's daughter. Oh, no, wait, there's an occult that you have to beat and take
Hey.
down and stop them from taking over the world.
They never said saving his daughter would be easy.
That's true.
They never said those words. They didn't say all that shit that happened wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah. But in that aspect, I feel like that is relatable to Leon because, yeah, it's always one little job can turn into 50 others.
Yep.
And then
I get you.
babysitting Ashley was not fun. Although she was better in the remaster.
Sure.
I didn't think she was that bad in the original.
Although,
Just put her in the
well,
dumpster.
in the original, once you put her in the suit of armor, she's perfect.
Yeah.
I
that's
never
fine.
used it.
Whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to blow your face off. Whoops. Maybe
Hey,
you
are you
should duck
okay?
faster. Maybe you should duck faster.
One thing I like the fact is that when you have her jump down and you catch her when she's wearing the suit in the
Yeah,
original,
yeah.
Leon collapses, and
He's
then
like, oh, my back.
as he's getting up, he's like grabbing his back because he just
Yeah,
500 pounds just dropped on him,
yeah.
and he was able to catch her.
I like that.
Yeah, it just goes to show you how strong Leon is.
Oh yeah.
I bet
He's
he's
not
stronger.
as strong
drinking
as,
his juice.
Chris Boulder Puncher.
Yeah, I was gonna say that he might not be as strong as the boulder
Boulder
puncher,
Puncher. Yeah.
but he's definitely strong.
Oh yeah. Matt, go.
Matt, go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. I got 2.
Kyle, interrupt him.
Okay. Or maybe I just have
Kyle, let's interrupt us.
one. Okay.
Spell.
Anyways, I was gonna say, like, the first one is
All right, so for 5. Just kidding. Go ahead.
So for the first one would be
He loves
Norman
it.
Reedus from Death Stranding, because he's a delivery boy. I'm a delivery boy, so I can relate to that.
But he's a good delivery boy.
Who?
Norman
Norman
Reedus
Reed-
in Death Stranding.
Oh,
Yeah, Death Stranding.
His shit
like,
actually shows up. Like,
hey,
That's the one with the motorcycle, right?
yeah,
That's a good game.
and the
Death
BTs and everything else. That game is
Yeah,
it's good.
it's awesome.
But anyways, but I would say like more relatable would be the guy from Infamous, not 1 or 2, but the third game. What was that called again?
There's a third Infamous.
Second Son, yeah.
Yeah,
Just on
Second
PS4.
Son.
where you
And the
play
reason why,
the Native American.
yeah, the reason why I feel like that's a little bit more relatable, like as far as for like a character, is because this guy is making decisions based on his people and trying to help them. Who wouldn't want to protect and help their people, right?
Me, I picked bad guy.
I generally wasn't even aware there was a third Infamous. I have
It's
I
pretty
have the
good.
original too.
It's a pretty
Yeah, I
good
do.
one, and
I give you
But-
one guess who plays the main character.
The main character is
The
it
voice.
somebody we know?
It's Troy Baker. He's an
Oh.
it's
actor.
Troy Baker.
No.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, like all the choices that you make, whether they're good or bad, from your perspective, or at least the main character's perspective, it is to better help his people.
Cool. How do you relate to that? Do you help your people?
Yeah, I mean, if my friends need help, I help if I can. I may not have a lot of money and be able to help you financially, but I do give you my moral support
I
and
don't
or
need
advice.
you. Oh my god! I'm gonna make the screenshots. I just need you to hold me and tell me it's gonna be all right. And you say, "Get off me," and then you call me a slur.
No, I say, hey, stop being a little whiny bitch.
Not helpful.
But that's when you were like, "Why aren't you talking to me? You hurt my feelings."
And
Oh,
then
you're
you-
my wife?
Maybe.
A
little bit. You guys are a little married. You guys are a little married.
He ignored my calls for like a week.
Yeah.
Oh
Wow.
damn.
Dude, I haven't talked
Yeah,
to my
yeah.
brother in like 3 months.
What the fuck does that have to do with me?
It just shows how much he doesn't care about people he likes.
Yeah.
That's not true.
I haven't
He's
talked
just
to my
playing
brother
hard.
in
He's
months.
just playing hard to get. It's fine. He's just playing hard to get.
Nah, I talk to Ed and Omar every day because they're
Yeah.
special.
Also, I don't know if you call sending each other memes and reels on Instagram talking though.
No, I ignore like 90% of what's happening on Instagram
Yeah, and then you send the same ones that have already been sent.
because I haven't looked at them. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
I mean,
exactly.
I don't even know why he's trying to lie to you. All he does is play Naked Dude Simulator.
Hey,
That's all
the
Matt
graphics
does.
are good.
Hey, go for it, dog. I ain't judging. You know, do whatever you got to do. I'm just saying.
they have
like,
the
don't lie to
best
people.
jiggle physics of all time. Like,
John
just saying,
says that
don't
he
lie to
mocap for
people.
it. John said he mocap for that
I
one.
did mocap for it.
spread your butt
He was-
cheeks and everything.
He
I'm
was
not
the character.
proud.
He was the character that does the twirly bird.
I'm not proud of it, but my family's gonna eat.
I mean, fair.
Is that everybody? Did everybody go?
No.
No.
Keel? Are we forgetting about you again, Keel?
It's okay. For a relatable
Well, thanks for
character,
listening, everybody. I'm just kidding. Got him. Fucking got him. Sorry. I'm sorry, Kyle. Go ahead.
are you? Are you sorry?
Now,
No,
No, he's
no,
not.
now he's not gonna
Exactly.
Even
do
a
it.
little.
Now he's not gonna do it.
I mean, kind of the first thing that jumped to mind was Doom Guy. I'm just kidding. With Super Mario.
Oh man, the
And like you
I
can
was.
frustration is
Oh
like
my
and
god!
you
Because you're a plumber.
I'm not actually a plumber anymore.
You're still licensed.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not I don't
You're
have a
still a
plumbing
plumber.
job right now. That's what I
It
mean.
don't matter. You're still a plumber.
Fair
It's
enough.
in your fucking
But
veins, dude.
I mean, yes and no, but it's like, yeah, he goes on this endless quest to save the princess. It's like just fucking
and she's
like
always in another castle.
yeah, it's like just lock that bitch up. Like, I'm just kidding. But it's like he goes above and beyond, honestly, to rescue her. Like, let's go through 8 worlds every single time you get kidnapped. All of them, every single time. And
Is
then
it
when
eight
he
worlds
wants
in
to
every
take a
iteration?
vacation, what?
Is it 8 worlds in every game?
I think so.
Nice.
You should
Except
kill her.
for except for maybe the Game Boy Advance ones or Game Boy ones or
Okay.
whatever, but I don't know.
Kill her in
Fuck it.
front of Bowser.
Yeah, just yeah, that's fine. But no, it's like he goes above and beyond to like help people he cares about.
Yeah.
And it's like even going through 8 worlds. So I don't know where I know Bowser's a king, but like where does he get the time and money and the fucking like land to do all this shit?
Well, actually,
Hmm.
in the first game, it is explained that the entire kingdom, every one of its residents, have been
Yeah,
turned into those creatures or into the blocks of stone,
of course.
which actually makes Mario the villain in a bit because you're
A
going
little
around
bit,
busting
yeah.
up these stones
Yeah,
to
but I
get.
mean like what I'm asking is like the where did he get the space for all this? Because there's different kingdoms aside from the Mushroom Kingdom. They've
True.
explored them. So it's like I get all the mushroom kingdoms, that's fine. Like each world is different. It's like where the fuck is all the space for all this? The
Right.
galaxy is different, is literally in space. So they have like planets and galaxies to fucking use. But like, the original Super Mario, that's fine. Then you start getting 2 and 3 and fucking Doki Doki Panic
Mhm.
and all this stuff. But it's like the relatability is that like he goes above and beyond to help people he cares about. And
Mhm.
except for those two fuckers over there, those guys over there, I'd like to feel like I do the same.
Nice. I like the fact that they've gone on record to say that Mario and Princess Peach are just friends.
Yeah, yeah,
There's nothing
Yeah.
going on there.
yeah,
The ultimate friend zone guy got just friend
yeah,
zoned.
yeah, for real.
Well, he never asks her.
Like 40 years of him saving her, and we're just friends.
Yeah.
It,
I mean,
it, it I don't
now I
know
can get
why.
back with Pauline. It's fine.
Mario could be
You know what? A
gay.
lot of people do say that Paulina should be the one who gets it, but I did hear that as well that she does like the ladies.
Hmm.
Then there's also Daisy. You can get with Daisy
No,
or
I
Ace is
Paul,
a
figured.
Paul
freak.
or
Well, Pauline is the original from Donkey Kong.
yeah, that's
She's
the
like
girl that
that's who
was.
Lady
Mhm,
becomes is
yeah.
Pauline. They gave her the name Pauline.
And then there's
Or,
Paulatina, who's like I don't know what she is, but she has a little star with her.
oh,
She's from
Um,
Galaxy.
Yeah.
that's Luigi's son.
It's not.
No,
Daughter.
really?
Daughter. I meant to say
No.
daughter, not son.
That's
That's
No.
crazy.
Luigi's daughter. Yeah,
It's
One
not.
one
It's
thing
it
that
not.
is.
She's
one
from
memory that
space, dude.
one memory that came to mind when I heard the news that Mario and Peach were just friends was freaking Forrest Gump.
You gave me
Where
AIDS, Jenny.
because in every no, if you look at Forrest Gump, that's kind of Super Mario. This guy's going to different levels, saving this
Yeah,
girl, only for
yeah,
her to get kidnapped or leave with the guy.
yeah.
And then he finally saves her, and it's like, okay, well, here's the AIDS, baby. Okay, Jenny.
Thank you for the AIDS, Jenny.
That was the villain of that story. She was the villain of that story. There's
Or
there's
rather,
an
no.
I hate Jenny club on Reddit.
Well, yeah.
You
Just
Now
think
that
to talk
now
about
that she has AIDS and a kid, like,
that's why their kid can see dead people because of the AIDS?
it. Wait, was it Haley Joel Osment that played it?
Yes, that was
Oh, nice,
Sora.
wow,
It was Sora from Kingdom Hearts as Forrest Gump's
nice.
kid.
I
That's
didn't know
funny.
that.
I forgot he played Sora.
Yeah,
He's also in Tusk.
Oh, that's right, he is in Tusk. And an AI. Honestly, that movie did make me think that kid was a robot.
he got his head bashed into a porcelain sink repeatedly in The Boys.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he was in the
Yeah.
fight.
Then he could read your mind if he touches you, so he made him
Yeah.
like touch Carl Urban, so he knew what he was about to do to him.
Yeah.
That was
And then,
fucked
and then
up,
it
dude.
happened in real life.
Yeah. But anyway, I think that'll be it for this one. Everybody did one, right? We're
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
No, I think Kyle had one left. I think he had one
No,
more
I
in
did. I got it.
No, he went
I
and
got
talked
through
about
it.
Bowser.
him.
okay. Well, thank you all for listening. Be excellent to each other. Everybody say something witty and cool.
Witty
Master
Master
cool.
Chief.
Chief is the best.
Master Chief lost to Doom back.
Oh, shut your mouth.
It's official. It's on record.
I hate
Death
Why
that.
don't-
Battle says
Ed,
it's true.
why don't you write Master Chief is the best in crayon on a piece of paper, and we'll put it on the fridge, buddy. Like we'll put it
Don't
right
get me
there on the
wrong.
fridge.
I love Halo. I skipped
I
school
hope-
to get Halo 3. Like
I
know.
hope they add Master Chief as a DLC character in the next Last of Us, and what's her name gets her head bashed in by him.
The
I really
only
do.
good
By him falling
Halo.
from a spaceship.
Yeah.
I will end on
I
this.
hope Abby gets backhanded by him.
I will end on this. The only good Halo is the Rihanna song.
The Rihanna song.